Good morning, everyone. And it is Sunday. And Sunday in any Italian household means Sunday gravy. Yep, we don't call it sauce, it's gravy. Today I'm using the crock pot and I'm going to show you how to make a real good homemade sauce or gravy without buying it in a jar. If you're trying to avoid additives and high fructose corn syrup and preservatives, you're going to want to make your own sauce/gravy. It is not as hot as you think. It's actually very easy. So this is a quick version of my sauce. Now, I can blow through this in 2 minutes, not even because I've done it thousands of times. But I'm going to just go step by step so that you know how I make my gravy. So whether I'm using a crock pot or I'm doing stovetop, I always like to preheat the pan. And at the bottom, I always put some olive oil. And then I put in my herbs and spices. And this is what I put: garlic, red pepper, fresh basil, fresh oregano, dried parsley, salt, and pepper, and about 1/4 teaspoon of sugar to take out that little acidity taste. Now, if you're doing this on the stovetop and you are using dried herbs, that's fine, because once it starts cooking, it starts reconstituting. So you just want to stir it up a little bit. And by doing this first, you're going to get all the flavors out of each seasoning that you're putting in. You don't want to throw in whole clumps of garlic because you're not going to get that flavor that's inside the clove of garlic. So you want to chop it up and let all those juices come out. I did also use onion powder and garlic powder just as an added bonus. This is going to be a real good sauce. I am using 2 cans of kitchen ready or crushed tomatoes. And the secret to this sauce, you have to let it cook a long time. The longer it cooks, the better it tastes. And to be quite honest with you, it always tastes better the day after. Now, if you're making your meatballs, you can lightly fry them and then throw them in with the sauce. I am just doing Italian sausage today. See, I'm mixing this up good. As you can see, all the herbs and everything are starting to come up from the bottom. And I have Italian sausage. And when the meat cooks with the sauce, in the pan with the gravy, you get all the flavors from the meat too. So if you want to just make a sauce with no meat, that's fine too. But we always put meat in it. And that's about it. I'm going to put the cover back on. And it is 9:30 on the dot. And to be honest, this won't be ready for my liking until about 3:30. So it'll probably be a late dinner. But that's okay. When it starts to starts bubbling, I put it on low once I know that it's, really getting going. But folks, always remember to preheat your crock pot. It just saves a little bit on the cooking time. While you're prepping whatever it is you are to put in your crock pot, let it heat up. It helps. And that's it, folks. That is my gravy recipe. And I'm going to let it boil. Let it roll. I hope you guys found this informative. I am going to leave the recipe and ingredients in the description below. So, because so many people ask, how do you make your sauce? How do you make your sauce? So here it is. Okay, so I did take some shortcuts. I got some done ahead of time before the video. But you know what? You guys don't need to sit and watch me chop garlic and parsley and everything. Don't, really. I'm going to put the ingredients and about the amount that I use. Italian, Middle Eastern, we don't measure anything. We measure from the heart. So when I feel like it's enough, it's enough. Okay, all I can say is have a great day and manja.